Hi guys, Peter McKenzie here with Rincon Property Management, and I wanted to make a quick video for our self-managing landlords. I talk to a lot of self-managing landlords and I see some of the same themes come up, and I just wanted to make a video so everybody was aware and they could do what they needed to do to fix the issues. So the first thing is, in January of 2020, the state of California passed a statewide rent control law. And most single-family houses are exempt from the law, but only if you properly disclose to your tenants about the law. If you don't disclose to your tenants, which is a requirement of the law, you risk losing the exemption, which would be really bad for an owner of a property. So make sure you disclose to your tenant about statewide rent control. If you're getting this email from us, we can include a link. If you see this video somewhere else, reach out to us. We will share where you can access this information. It's very specific, font size, what the message says on what you have to do. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you have to stay up to speed on the constant and ever-changing legislation that comes from the state that governs landlords and tenants. If you don't stay up to speed, you potentially are going to unknowingly violate some new law or some new change, and those have real consequences. Some of them are financial penalties, some of them carry jail time. So I see a lot of self-managing landlords that don't stay up to speed on that, and you are going to get burned eventually, so stay up to speed. We use the law firm Kimball, Tyree in St. John. Look them up on their website. They have a huge educational component of it, and you can literally stay up to speed by checking in there on a regular basis. When you do your rental budget a couple $100s for legal advice, because it will literally be the best money you've ever spent. The third thing is, do really thorough move-in documentation. We see a lot of, when we take over a property from a self-managing landlord, a lot of times the documentation on the move-in is really weak, which has a negative impact on how you disperse the security deposit. So take hundreds of photos, take videos, do a written inspection, have the tenant sign it. We take it a step further and we do a 3D scan of the entire interior and exterior of the property. The last thing I want to talk about is a bill that's working its way through the legislature right now. It's Assembly Bill 828. It's the same politician that brought us statewide rent control. It is a bill that if your tenant, and we're in the middle of coronavirus quarantine right now, if your tenant can prove that their inability to pay rent is because of a hardship related to coronavirus, that the judge will be able to arbitrarily lower your rent by 25%. Without your consent, just change the contract you have with your tenant. It's an overreach by government, and it is terrible for landlords. Please contact your state reps and voice your opposition to this law. If any of this is helpful to you, please like and subscribe to our YouTube page. If you want to reach out to us, we are happy to share information. Whether we manage your property or not, I am here as a resource and willing to share the tips and tricks that we use to manage properties in the way that we do. I hope that was helpful. Hope you're having a good day. Again, don't hesitate to reach out.